the two auspicious planets, Jupiter and Venus, will be coming together in Cancer sign from 9th of June to 4th of July this year. Brihaspati or Jupiter is the Guru of Devtas and Venus or Shukra is the Guru of Daityas. So both Brihaspati and Shukracharya coming together in Karkatak Rashi, which is a royal sign as it is owned by Chandra, definitely means a lot to this world as well as for us. Because the two unconditional benefic planets in a feminine sign or a sign which represents nourishment, nurturing, compassion, as well as it is more into inner happiness. So that's why this transit, this conjunction is set to bestow a lot more than we can imagine. And that's why this needs a deep dive analysis as per Vedic astrology to understand what we can expect for the world as well as for our individual lives. I am Ramya Shri. Welcome to my channel Ramya Jyotish. So, as I mentioned, Devta Guru Brihaspati and Daitya Guru Shukracharya will be in Karkatak Rashi very close from 9th of June to 4th of July. The first 5-6 days there will be a very close conjunction of Guru Shukra, and this can bring some abundance of wealth, prosperity, happiness and also spiritual wisdom. So let's first see what this conjunction will bring from Medini perspective, that is for the whole world, and then followed by the individual Rashi predictions. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe and also hit the bell icon to receive instant notifications. If you want to avail consultation from me, you can fill the details in the Microsoft form given in the below description, or you can visit my website www.ramyajyotish.com. And all details are available in my YouTube channel description itself. So let's begin this. So from Monday, that is from Medini Jyotish perspective, this transit of Jupiter-Venus conjunction in Cancer sign is set to bring majorly, I have noted 8 types of prediction, that is in the 8 areas. So firstly, let's start with agriculture and food security, because Cancer sign is the Rashi of nourishment. It is the Rashi which nurtures, and that's the reason Venus adding its graceful energy in this Rashi, Jupiter adding the expansion quality of itself. So we can expect abundance amount of agriculture, water resources and also the welfare of the public as well. So this conjunction in Karkatak Rashi will boost agricultural output as well as food supply globally. So we may see bumper crops of rice, sugarcane, coconut and dairy products are indicated. Governments may announce new food welfare schemes, subsidies for farmers and also irrigation projects may start. There may be increased trade in food commodities and positive news around food security in developing nations. Secondly, water resources and monsoons. Cancer rules water, and this powerful conjunction in watery sign heightens rainfall and river flow. Good monsoon activities indicated for South Asia. So dams and reservoirs may fill to capacity. However, coastal areas and low-lying regions should remain alert to flooding, and especially mid-June onwards, because this year we are expecting heavy amount of rainfall, because Guru, Shani both are in Jalatattva Rashi, and this is the time period we may expect a huge amount of rainfall. And my Aridra Pravesh video is also still awaited, because I will be making it pretty soon. From 22nd of June, when Surya enters Aridra Nakshatra, that's when the monsoon starts in India's region. So new video will be out again very soon. So please watch out that. So from water resources and monsoon perspective, this year, as I mentioned, we are expecting a huge amount of rainfall. So there could be some water crisis, water dispute also, and there could be some kind of international agreements on water sharing which may come into spotlight. We already have one going on with Pakistan regarding the Sindhu river, the Ravi and all the other stuffs, and also we have in the other side on Brahmaputra river. So we may, and we have the Kaveri issue between two states. So we will see how things will shape up. So with a good amount of rainfall, I believe it should not exaggerate. But even after having everything also, it's the nature of a human to fight. So we have to wait and watch. But Jupiter-Venus conjunction together will not make anyone fight, because it will give so much of abundance and so much of satisfaction that you won't feel the need of it. You won't feel any more requirement of it. So that's why everything should go well, but the excess of monsoon may hurt certain crops, or excess of monsoon may actually hamper the routine life. So in that area, probably we may face some issues, because flood disasters might become very common during the next 3 months. And economy and financial market perspective, I would say Shukra joining Guru in the 4th house, it brings a broadly positive economic sentiment. So stock markets may actually start rising again, because real estate, FMCG, hospitality, dairy, tourism and luxury goods, all this will get impact, and we may see bullish trend in these sectors. So let me repeat again. It's real estate, FMCG, hospitality, dairy products, tourism as well as luxury goods. So all these things may get a very good benefit, including banking and financial services as well, because Jupiter rules the bank and Venus is also abundance of it. So this area, this field also can get a big boost in the month of June. Once Shukra moves out of it, we may see a reversal of it, because by the time Shukra moves out of Karkatak Rashi, Buddha would have started retrograding. So there will be some effects of Buddha retrogression as well, because Buddha is the Karaka for stock markets. Next, going to social welfare and women issue, because Shukra or Venus is the strong feminine planet. So it's not so easy to ignore the fact that Venus is such a strong feminine planet, and we don't have any predictions from women point of view. So that's why I'm including this as well in my predictions. So this conjunction is in the sign of Karkatak Rashi, which is represented by moon Chandrama, and moon or Chandrama is Matrikaraka, and it being the 4th house represents Matrubhava also in the Kalpurush Kundli. So being a motherly sign and also Venus entering there, we can see there is a global spotlight on women welfare, women health and also for women empowerment. So maternal health, child rights, education for girls, all these may get a huge amount of discussion once again, and NGOs, charities and welfare organizations may become much more active during this time. Governments may pass progressive social legislations for the well-being of girl children as well as for the women empowerment. So this is the time for care economy, but affordable housing and maternal rights also will gain momentum. We may see more and more women buying new houses, okay, and there could be some scheme or some concession for women buyers or women entrepreneurs or anyone, any women or any woman who is thinking to grow individually or wants to expand their business, wants to start a new business. So they will all receive some subsidized amount of funding, or it could be that government may introduce new schemes so that it will be helpful for women. So that's what I want to mention here. The next is religion, spirituality and culture. So this conjunction in Karkatak Rashi also means that religious tourism, pilgrimage, temple events will see a very surge. Because of Guru's presence in Karkatak Rashi only, it's doing even more. But Shukra's presence there will make it even more, and because they are aspecting Shani Dev in the last Rashi, that is Meen Rashi, I can say that more and more amount of crowd will be present in Vishnu temples, especially because Meena Rashi is Kshira Samudra, that is the Milky Ocean. So, who resides in Milky Ocean? With Devi Lakshmi, Bhagavan Vishnu resides. So, that's why we may see a lot of footfalls in famous Vishnu temples, whether it is in Badrinath or whether it is in Tirupati Balaji. The presence of devotees in Vishnu temples would be very high for the next 1 month. Also to mention, there will be new kinds of festivals celebrated during this time period, and they may carry extra blessings and community bonding. Okay, new spiritual literature, music, art with divine themes may flourish during this time. And there could be a lot of pilgrimage and also tourism towards the temple towns as well. So, because that will be the area or that will be the places where they will have the highest or maximum amount of turnover. So, even travel companies also may think of having more and more dharmic travels, pilgrimages than the vacations one. Next, coming to real estate and housing, which people keep asking me every time, this is the right time to buy, this is the right time to sell, which is what? So, here's the answer for it. So, currently what happens, Cancer or Karkatak Rashi rules home and property as from Kalpurush Kundi. So, Jupiter and Venus both placed here, the two unconditional benefic planets placed in this Rashi indicates that real estate markets globally experience heightened activity. So, new residential projects are launched, affordable housing initiatives gain political traction. So, people make auspicious purchases of home, land and vehicle during this window. Interior design, architecture and home decor industries boom. So, I would say real estate and housing will be going through one of the finest times, because even Mangal is in a good Rashi, and once he comes to Vrishab Rashi, it is even more powerful, because second Rashi is Venus Rashi and Mangal there definitely does well, and that's why this is a good transit for our country as well, is what I would like to say. And from health and medicine perspective, there could be some positive developments, like particularly relating to reproductive health, because Shukra represents reproduction and also the private parts. So, particularly related to reproductive health, pediatrics, mental wellness and nutrition are also expected. And new medical discoveries for treatments related to digestive and hormonal systems, hormonal issues are also possible. And public health may gain more importance. So, waterborne diseases should be watched during flood-prone phases of this transit. So, whether it's for jaundice or for cholera, pneumonia, all these need to be put into a check so that we don't cross any line. Because for our Bharat also, Mangal's Dasha is not such a great Dasha. It is the 7th Lord's Dasha, so it will take you to heights. But it is placed in 2nd house. So, any malefic in 2nd house is generally not good. So, it is like always in a tension mode, like whether we'll be able to manage the nation with such a decent enough GDP. All these things will be going on, and the worry, the question will always be there until this Mangal Dasha completes for Bharat. So, it has started last year, August, September. So, just imagine 7 more years means it's 6 more years. So, that's why I would say this 8 predictions of mine: agriculture and food security, water resources and monsoon, economy and financial market, social welfare and women issue, religion, spirituality and culture, then real estate and housing, international relations and diplomacy, all these things can give a great boost. So, international relations and diplomacy, I would say lot of peace talks, lot of trade treaties, cultural diplomacy, all will be favored during this time. But political leaders should be cautious of emotional decision making, because Cancer sign amplifies nationalistic sentiments. being the third house from the Lagna Kundli of Bharat, that is India's Independence Day chart, patriotism or nationalistic stuffs would be at a very high level. So people have to behave accordingly. So these are the predictions from the Medini Jyotish perspective for the whole world.